So now let's get into some homosexual news. And let's talk about this massive Grindr outage yet again that happens to deal with Republicans. So there was apparently, and this happened before, this also happened at the RNC. I think it was in Colorado or something or another. There was a massive outage. Um and it happened with all the closeted conservatives that attended the Charlie Kirk Memorial Service. And so, if y'all was wondering why the bathrooms was packed up in that place, now you know. Y'all was turning that place into a full on tea room. So, shout out to Out for this story that we're about to get into. As I pull up a little background photo. All right, so right-wing personality Charlie Kirk's memorial service took place in Glendale, Arizona on Sunday, and surely by a complete coincidence, Thunder experienced outages in the area around the same time. Now, reports claim that tens of thousands of people attended the memorial for the controversial podcaster, with high-level MAGA politicians and other public figures flying in from across the country to attend. Was Mike Johnson there? Because I could definitely see him being spit roasted. Republicans were quick to try to pin Kirk's killing on trans people and trans ideology before a suspect was even in custody. And Kirk himself has made plenty of negative remarks about the LGBTQ plus community during when he was, he actually was breathing through them lungs instead of a bullet. Anyway, so in complete unrelated news, there were over 168 reports of Grindr outages on Sunday evening, a staggering increase from the baseline number of two. A heat map showed a large concentration of those problems taking place in the Glendale area. The outages have continued through Monday morning, at one point reaching over 200 reports. That is insane. And I think, child, first of all, let me pull up the damn map so y'all can I am screaming right now. Like, this is a cackle. I was like, where is it? Oh, because it was on, I think it's called Right Wing Cope. And it says Grindr outages reported in the last 24 hours. This chart shows a view of problem reports submitted in the past 24 hours compared to the typical volume of reports by time of day. It is common for some problems to be reported throughout the day. Down Detector only reports an incident when the number of problem reports is significantly higher than the typical volume for that time of day. Visit the Down Detector methodology, blah, 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 blah. So it was around, well, they're showing like last on the chart is 4 o'clock, but I'm assuming it's got to be like around, like between 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock. It was like, oh, wait, it says September 21st, 2025 at 7:01 p.m. And it literally shows like it spiked at that point and when it was an outage. So, yeah, I don't know what time the Charlie Kirk Memorial started because I was busy working. So I don't know. And I wasn't even caring. That wasn't even a part of my ministry that I was going to sit and watch it. This is what they were saying. And then they have, I guess this is where you see the red. That's Arizona. That's showing up on the map. Okay, so and then they also one person, so let's get into some of the comments. The Charlie Kirk Memorial has caused a Grindr outage in Glendale, Arizona. Just a gang of hypocritical, closeted LGBTs angry at their own coward asses and anyone brave enough to be themselves. While they praise Charlie Kirk as Charlie recites that gays are to be killed in the street. Another person went on to say, in the wake of Prick Isle Memorial, what? Oh, I think they put Charlie Kirk in reverse. I was like, what? In the wake of the Charlie Kirk Memorial causing a Grindr outage in Glendale, from personal experience, I thought I was having a dyslexic moment. From personal experience, these aren't conservative men looking for other conservative men. It's conservative grandpas chasing either trans women or gay men 40 years younger than them. Absolutely, and that's usually the case. Another person said, anyone happy happen no wait. Eh, I think they meant anyone happen to know what's going on in Glendale, Arizona that would cause an outage. Hint, the reason why Grindr crashes during the RNC. And then one TikToker also shared a screenshot allegedly from a Sniffies app at not State Farm Stadium. They was using Sniffies too. before Kirk's memorial even began. Now, hold on. Let me pull up that clip for y'all. Because I was like, oh, yeah, I got it. Shoes on my feet. I got them. Dick in my ass. I got it. Because I was like, let me share this tab. Let's go back.
Well, asking you shall receive, sort of. Because this is the Cardinal Stadium at 10 o'clock. On the not popular app listed in the comments, but the other big popular app that us guys use. And in the interest of TikTok not taking this video down, I have done them the service of blacking everyone out. A lot of people at the Cardinal Stadium for this shit. A little suspicious. Well, asking you shall receive.
And then one person went and said, they said, everybody like, don't block their faces. I assure you, he's absolutely not blocking out their faces. But Houseway, because didn't he just say that he blocked out their face? But I guess what you're trying to say is he's absolutely not blocking out their face. Oh, that's what I'm so slow. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't be putting faces up on sniffies, if you know what I'm saying, and I think you do. There's a lot of ding-a-ling shots, a lot of ass shots, a lot of, it's a lot of nudity that goes on with sniffies. So yeah, if you're gonna be using that as your TikTok background, you will get banned if you put nudity up in there. And then what the other people were saying in the comments. So that's what one person said. That took me a second. That they said it's like the Republican Convention 2.0. Another person said Turning Point members grieving in the bathrooms. Okay, 'cause that's exactly what they doing. Y'all up in there grieving in the bathrooms. Um, they said that they hold on, doing the Lord's work, and all of a sudden now this is journalism. Okay, so many download men went, oh my OMG, knew they had crushes on the dude the way us had crushes on Zac Efron. They said the bathrooms will be big. Of course, the bathrooms. Then another person had air quotes. I'm going to the bathroom, sweetie. I bet you are, because you were there about to go get y'all about to turn that stall into a glory hole, minus the hole. You're probably just gonna go in the stall and get your other hole, well, all your holes plugged up. And then yeah, so there's a bunch of them. So and then let me see if there was any other ones. Then they say it's so weird how there appears to have been gathering of mourners at the stadium and a gathering of gays looking for hookups in the same place at the same time. You think the stadium would have been better about not accidentally double booking such a monumental event televised live on ABC? Wait, sorry, I meant YouTube. Because yeah, remember ABC, they quietly backed out and was like, we're not broadcasting this. And I think it was because of the backlash. They instead aired Celebrity Family Feud, and you had to go on YouTube and watch the whole Charlie Kirk circus. So yeah, there's a lot more comments and stuff in here. Whatever the next RNC is held, someone needs to organize a Lysistrata. Another person said, how bleak must Grindr have been at the moment? A sea of blank profiles just saying discreet or DL. Watching TikTok videos of dudes posted Grindr maps right now, coupled with just how much trash is left on the streets. And around the same, that's what I was telling y'all about earlier. The fact that y'all a bunch of goddamn animals, the fact that y'all just left a mess out there, but you got the nerve to call people of color animals, but y'all were the main ones. That's why I said, whenever y'all pointing the finger, them other four be pointing at yourselves. They said MAGA has no idea who they are. They just want to be angry at someone else. Oh, please. That's their only emotion is angry. And they're mad because, and I played that one with Joy Reid. They're just mad because we're not thanking them for the bullshit that they're pushing for. I'm like, no, I'm not giving you the satisfaction, so stay mad. Now, in all seriousness, obviously Republicans can be LGBTQ and LGBTQ plus, but look, it's sad that we're in a situation where you have people that just hate being who they are. They don't have the balls to actually come out and be their true, authentic selves. So they want to other those and they want to discriminate and they want to hate on those because you get to be you. You get to sit and be out loud and proud. The trans girls, the trans men out here living their best life. The homosexuals out here living their best life and not worrying and giving a good goddamn what other people think. And they're hating on it because they can't be themselves, because they worry about what their neighbors think, what their parents are going to think, what their church thinks, what their work people think. What they worry so much about what other people think. You willing to forego your own happiness because you worrying about what that person over there thinks of you. Until you realize that you got to come to, um, you got to come in and learn how to be yourself and live your best life. You ain't never gonna be free out this mess. So me, I'll be all about, yeah, expose they behinds, especially if it was Grinder. But yeah, with Sniffies, you couldn't show what them things was in the background because it'd be a lot of dinglings and a lot of booty cheeks. So yeah, I'm not surprised by all this, and none of y'all should be surprised about it either. So another day, another closeted Republican, as we like to call them, log cabin Republicans. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Are y'all shocked that there was a uptick in Grinder out there at this memorial where Charlie Kirk didn't even like homosexuals, but y'all was out there porking in his honor, fornicating, in his name. In Jesus' name, we pray. So I say all of this. Let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.